So this time I'm going to make a slightly more complicated layered illustration, and I'm going to show you a few more things while I'm doing it. So to begin with, if you want to move the stage around, up here in the upper right hand corner it says center stage. So if you want to put the stage right in the middle of the screen, you can. This right here, it's going off my screen a little bit, but this will just make the stage appear to be bigger or smaller. So if you want to fit it into a smaller window, you can. And something that I find very useful is, see this hand tool? You can click on this and you get this hand tool and you can move the stage around. But what I find to be even more easy is that if you hold down the space bar tool on your keyboard, or the space bar key on your keyboard, and then you can just move it around, and I find that to be a little bit easier. So I'm going to draw another landscape, and I'm going to start off, I'm going to make a sky with a blue square, okay? And I want to show you something else. Unfortunately, it's going off the side, but in the very right hand corner there's this round circle, and if you click on that round circle, you can choose any color you want to. It doesn't just have to be what's in the squares, okay? So you can pick any color. So I'm going to pick this light blue color, and I also want to show you that if you go to color under window, you can get this different color panel as well, and that can also help you choose the color. So you're not just limited to those squares. So I'm going to make a rectangle, okay, and I'm going to fill up the entire sky with that rectangle. Okay, it's one big rectangle now, and that is there. That is my sky. So I'm going to double click on this, and I'm going to call it sky. Okay, so my next layer, I'm kind of thinking about it back to front. So I think my next layer will be a sun. Okay, and I'm going to use the oval tool for that, and I'm going to choose a bright yellow for the sun. Okay, so I'm gonna put the sun here for now. Okay, so there's my sun, and then I'm gonna make another layer, and that's going to be the clouds. It's really best to put each cloud on a separate layer, but for now I'm just going to put each cloud on a layer. Okay, so clouds are a little bit transparent, right? Sometimes they're not really 100% white. So see this alpha right here? It says alpha. Alpha is another word for transparency. And you can see on the screen this little kind of crisscross pattern. That's showing you how the transparency is. So mine is going to be, this is going to be about 50-60% transparent. So I'm going to draw one cloud here, fluffy cloud, and then I'm going to draw another cloud right here. So see, it's transparent. You can see it in front of the sun a little bit. I'm going to make another cloud layer. I was going to call this cloud 2. Okay, and then I'm going to call this, oops, sorry about that. I'm going to call cloud 2, and then I'm going to overlap the cloud. So this will help you see the transparency effect. So again, that was here, and it's alpha. You can just mouse down, I just kind of grab it, just scrub it, press down on the mouse, and just sort of scrub it back and forth for alpha. Okay, and then one more. And that's going to be, that'll be my mountain. Let's see, I'm going to go back to opaque for that. Oops, wrong way. Okay, and that is going to be a dark green. I'm going to make my brush bigger. I'm going to make another mountain. And then another one. And I guess I'll call that grass. Okay, so I'm using these squares just for a shortcut, but don't forget you can click on that little circle or go open the color panel here from the window if you want to be more exact and really be able to choose any colors. I'm just doing this so this video doesn't take all day. Maybe I'll use a square brush. I'm going to use this brush for the grass. I'm just going to okay, this is kind of dumb. I'm just doing it in a hurry. This is bad. Okay, so this is just grass, and I really don't like the color either. So actually I can select the grass. I'm just clicking on this layer. Okay, the layer is selected, and now I'm going to make the grass a color that I like better, and then make it transparent. Okay, so now I have all these different things in other layers. So you can, with this one, you can get a better idea of how to move around, how to manipulate and move around these different layers. Like you can move the clouds around. You can manipulate the clouds on their own layer. You can practice moving layers up and down. So this is going to be really helpful to have the sun here. You can move the sun in front of the cloud if you want, but you probably want the sun behind the mountain. And you can also delete things. So see this little garbage can right here? That deletes something. Okay, and one other thing is that if you make a mistake, like I just deleted the sun, but I didn't really want to, I go to Edit, Undo, Delete Layer, and see this little part that says Command Z? I'm on a Mac, so that's why it says Command. You can also do that on the keyboard. You can hit the Command and the Z on the keyboard, and that will get rid of your last mistake. So that is a little bit more on layers, and I hope that is helpful. You can also download this file as well on Canvas.